Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland. We are here at the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage, and we're here talking with Dahlia Fisher. Thank you so much for talking with us today, Dahlia.
It's wonderful to have you here. Thank you, Tom, for being here.
This is such an amazing exhibition, The Girl in the Diary, and it's really about a fragment of a diary that was found outside a death camp, and they were trying to put together, really searching, is what it is about her life.
The Girl in the Diary, Searching for Rywka in the Łódz Ghetto, is an incredible exhibition that's based on a book that tells the story, as you said, of a 14-year-old girl named Rywka Lipszyc, whose diary or pages are found outside the crematorium of Auschwitz after its liberation by a Soviet doctor. Now, these pages are then packaged up, put into an envelope, and hidden for decades. They travel from her apartment in the Soviet Union to her son, and then it's actually her granddaughter who finally uncovers what's on these pages, because remember, they're written in Polish. So it's Polish pages found by Soviets, then brought to the United States and translated in San Francisco.
And this is really a 14-year-old girl who stopped going to school at the age of 10, so she was self-taught as much as she could, and it's really her expressing herself as an adolescent, maybe a little precocious, a little older than her years. And she's also very Orthodox Jew, and she is really, at the same time that she's sad that she can't honor the Sabbath, she's also thanking God for this terrible condition that she's in, this terrible work camp that she's in.
Her spirit and ability to find hope and light in these really difficult, dark times is one of the most remarkable things about Rywka, and one of the reasons to read the full diary itself. We have the diary here on display, and one can come and read the whole thing if you have those hours to spend with us. The book explores not just the diary, but also analysis of what happened to her, because as you mentioned, when the pages were found and we started to uncover what had happened to this girl, it took a lot of searching to piece together clues about her story, and it remains a mystery.
So we don't really know why she started this diary. We don't know why she wrote for 6 months and stopped all of a sudden, and then months later was transferred to the death camp. But this exhibition is really smart in that it pieces together all the other documents that we do know about Rywka, right? There were documents when she went in the hospital. There were documents when she went in the death camp. So that is a fascinating trace.
For sure. And what leads to her going into the ghetto, what her experience is like in the ghetto, what life was like. We have artifacts of a sewing machine. This was a labor camp or labor where they were sewing and making textile goods. And we have really interesting artifacts and objects that tell that story about what life was like, not just for Rywka, but for the thousands of people who shared that space with her. And also, you know, I think about this a lot, and I think we talk about this frequently here, is that Rywka's story is just one story that we have now uncovered after however many years. But there are so many Rywkas out there whose stories we'll never know, and so many names who we can't say aloud today because their pages weren't found. Diaries are really important to history, as are letters, because we understand the day-to-day life of someone's personal experience. They're documenting what life was like for them. And Rywka's youthfulness, her hope, even though she loses her entire family, she never gives up hope. And she never stops thanking God for the opportunity that she'll be part of the light and the fresh air again. And that is so remarkable that we can always remember never to give up hope.
This is what the Maltz Museum does so well. 6 million perished in this Holocaust. Every life is of value and is important. And to look at one of those lives and multiply that by the millions of others that went through this, really remarkable. Congratulations on this amazing exhibition. You've got educational programs as well. We were just here with a school group coming through. Thank you so much for taking the time, Dahlia.
Tom, thank you. It's important. And I just want to say 6 million Jews, 11 million people, and every life deserves to be remembered. Yeah.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland. We're here at the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage.